build fully owned AI automation systems. You can go to our website, opsghost.pro, and have a look through that if you wish. So building your AI dream team. So essentially we build an AI agent chatbot using an RAG system, which is a retrieval augmented generation system. So the retrieval is basically finding relevant information with the generation, which is creating the responses to provide and produce more accurate and contextual answers. So essentially the RAG system checks all documentation that is supplied with before giving an answer to ensure that it is right. And in the example I'm going to show you, we use Supabase to store documents into searchable vectors. The system instantly refines the most relevant information and applies a role-based prompt, which I'm going to take you through the prompts in a second, and generates top-tier responses. Now, we based this agent on Chainlink, so trained it on chain supplementation, etc., just using as an example. So phase one, knowledge congestion and preparation. So I'm just going to take you through these 4 phases and then show you the chat agent live and take you through some dashboards, etc. So it's one, document collection. So we collect raw docs, essentially gathering all the business knowledge. Then we process that documentation into called segments, which is 300 to 500 token chunks. We then convert the words into an AI readable format, vector embedding, and then store it in a database, which creates a searchable knowledge vault using Supabase. And then this enables precise retrieval via meta indexing. The phase 2 is an AI agent training and configuration. This is where we train the agent. So we use models, GPT-4, cloud, etc. And as these models operate, so does your agent. And this selects the reasoning engine. From here, the super prompts that are injected, I'll show you these 3 prompts in a second. And this essentially programs the AI behavior mode. Then the knowledge gets validated through retrieval testing. And we fine-tune the answer quality, or the agent fine-tunes the answer quality through response calibration. So the live operation cycle looks like this. The user inputs a question, then the AI agent translates it into a search format, query embedding, and finds with the relevant knowledge jumps through vector searching, then builds an answer foundation, context assembly, and then uses prompt selection to choose a response personality for the different personas that we've created. I'll show you them in a second. Then it creates an intelligent answer via LLM generation, and then delivers that final answer, response delivery, and that can be in Telegram, Discord, web chat, etc. So phase 4 is a continuous improvement in self-learning. So essentially, the AI agent records its performance data through interaction logging. It measures the success rate through internal quality scoring system. It identifies any improvement areas from pattern analysis. It self-improves as the system through auto-enhancement. It tracks system evolution through dashboard reporting, which I'm going to show in a second. And then it continuously enhances accuracy through a continuous feedback loop. So here's live questions. Now, these questions show a range of complexity from beginner to advanced. They demonstrate different user types, from general to developer. They demonstrate different response formats, for example, code, explanation, comparison, examples. And essentially, this showcases the power of the RAG system, which pulls information from different parts of the knowledge base. So let's just start here with the simple question, what is Chainlink and how does it work? So it's come into the Telegram bot. Again, Discord, Telegram, web chat, this bot can be installed on. And it's set to sort of 5 for the 6 or 7 seconds to generate responses. Can be changed, but this is just the settings that we have. So what is Chainlink and how does it work? So you can see here, I'm not going to go through it all because of time, but essentially it tells us what Chainlink is. It tells us how it works with 6 different parts, then gives us different use cases and summarizes it here at the bottom. So if we go back here, and we can see why this is a great response and not just the standard LLM response. So it shows core knowledge retrieval and comprehensive explanations, and it demonstrates the basic RAG functionality. So it provides structure and clarity, technical depth, comprehensive coverage, perfectly different audiences. It demonstrates the power of RAG. So as I said, it has a 5-step process of how it works, 4 major capabilities of the key features, shows real use cases, DeFi, tokenized assets, compliance, covers decentralized versus single oracles, explains the oracle problem. And like I said, there are many more questions to go through to showcase this, but I am conscious of the time. And we come back from the questions here. Let's just go to the prompts and showcase how it's able to provide such detailed answers. And then I'll go back and answer another question to go from. So here we've generated 3 super prompts and context profiles, and we're given these personas. So this one's Casper, this one's Maven, and this one's Nova. So Casper is the brand and communication authority. It has the official voice, terminology standards, and mission-aligned messaging. So we've got a little CV here for Casper. Senior Protocol Communications Engineer, Chainlink Labs brand team. There's a background, experience profile, communication, philosophy, brand signature. Again, in the other video, I went into great detail going through all of these. It's just taking too much time for a cold outreach video. So, core messaging integrations, trust minimized infrastructure communication, protocol precise language standards, top-down explanation methodology, and dynamic depth and just lines. So again, brand things that you embed, trust minimization, decentralized scale, communication, every response slightly reinforces the training mission of enabling trustless or main system, blah, blah. So essentially, each of these stage jumps or personas creates a role, and we can see here, so for Maven, here's an intelligence and information authority. So deep technical systems reasoning, core competencies, Oracle network architecture. So it understanding of decentralized Oracle networks, load operator economics, consensus mechanisms, and crypto economic security models. So we go into great, like I said, great detail here so that we can extract the relevant information that the agent's been trained on and give it in a very informative way to, or deliver it in an informative way to the person that's using the chapel. Here we go here, the mobile performance optimization engine. So this is the self-improvement system where it essentially trains itself over time. So behavioral pattern and recognition, satisfaction optimization, implicit feedback analysis, explicit feedback integration, behavioral pattern recognition, conversation flow assessment. So it's trapped in everything and self-improving itself. Now, these profiles and super prompts have gone through many iterations to get to this point, and essentially, even though this isn't in JSON format, this is kind of the JSON format that we put into the AI agent. And this is what gives us such detailed responses and relevant information to the questions that we ask. So if we just go here and say, use this question to sort of showcase the capabilities. So I'm building a decentralized insurance protocol for crop faders. How can I use training to automatically trigger payouts based on weather data? And what would be the architecture for connecting satellite with APIs to my smart contract while ensuring the data is tamper-proof? So what this is going to do is going to scan all the documentation it's been trained on. It's going to push it through all of the different prompts that we've given it. And you can see here that no human would be capable to answer in such a short amount of time with such detail on this question, or even this question, any other question. So it says to build a decentralized insurance protocol for crop faders using training, you can leverage training's decentralized oracles to fetch reliable weather data from satellite APIs. Here's a high-level architecture and steps to implement this. So it says the architecture to use smart contracts, training oracles, weather data API, and chaining via a verifiable random function. Step to implement, define a smart contract logic, integrate training oracles, set up automation, data verification, and testing and deployment. It also then gives the pseudocode for the smart contract and just gives a general overview to this question. Now, to ask more questions, you can go into more detail on these points and extract even more detailed information. But as a first question, this is a very, very great response. So even if we do something here as simple as that, what is CCIP? Again, we're just going to be waiting here for 5 or so seconds. So a simple question like that gives a much more condensed answer, as in what CCIP is. Now, that's enough of the chat, just sort of demonstrating what is possible here. Now, Willy JJum has its current profile. So this is to track all the metrics. It's essentially a dashboard, so we can keep on top of everything, how it's performing, the results that it's getting, etc. And every agent will have one of these. So we can see the average conversation length for an AI is 4.2 minutes compared to 18.5 minutes for a human. So total conversation is 24,500. Fallback rate, which requires human assistance, response time, confidence score. Like I said, it gets its confidence score on the answers. We can see top asked topics for the last 30 days. We can see the top 5 questions asked, summary, which is the question formats vary, but the summaries are up and below, the resolve rate and confidence rate, and how many times they've been asked. Is the self-improvement training metrics for the bot itself or the agent. And then we are cost savings and estimation. So we see basically stay here average cost is about 1 cent per conversation, whereas the time it would take the human to do the same is around $12. Of course, these numbers are going to vary, but the cost saving is astronomical. The LLM cost for this amount of messaging is just $157 a month, compared to having 3 agents working 8-hour shifts each to add up to the 24 hours a day. It's almost $13,000 a month in savings and the 99.2% cost reduction. This is AI agent versus human agent. So what I'll do is I'll just go there. You can pause the video at each point and just read through these for yourself as to why an AI agent is much more beneficial to a human agent, or why an AI agent is a great tool for a traditional human agent. So you can pause the video and go through them. Every project that we do, we have if we're to work together, we have a project dashboard which matches and follows along all the different active projects and the milestones. So essentially, it's a real-time visibility into the project status, deliverables, bottlenecks, and next steps, ensuring both teams are aligned and progress remains on track. So here's all the super prompts we create, Gonzix profiles, all the different dashboards for the different agents. So again, this is just an agent for an AI chatbot, but there's almost infinite agents that we can create to help you grow your business and streamline operations. And this is a feedback area in the message directly to TalkBus. So you can see with the 3 active projects here, fundraising outreach, strategic partner engagement flowing onto the AI agent, and then the milestones for each project are here on the right. We've got due dates, we've got the progress, and so every day you can log in and have a report of where we're at and understand exactly everything that's going on with deliverables. So yeah, like I said, I wanted to go into more detail and everything, but we are already at 13 minutes. So essentially what this AI agent is the foundation, I believe, the foundation for a business to train the agent and all the documentation, give it roles, prompts, context profiles, and essentially this becomes the foundation for building your AI dream team, and all the different systems and automations that can be built around having this incentive system. So I'm going to just wrap the video out there, 14 minutes, that's enough, it's long enough in itself, but I just wanted to sort of give you a little overview of what we can build, what's possible, show you a couple of dashboards, and yeah, if you need automations or you want to streamline your operations or you're interested in more on what we could build and what we could do, just send a message on Discord and we can go, or Telegram even, and we can go into much more detailed conversation about that. Thank you for your time, for watching.